Welcome back. It's your girl Peace. Whew, I just was thinking what information as a phone tech PSO haven't I given out before? And I wanted to come on here and, I hope I don't look too tired. Wanted to come on here and give some useful information and tips and things. And then I was thinking, like, I've really never made a video from the very beginning. Hi, welcome. I never made a video from like the very, very beginning on. Oh, I look fine. Okay, okay, okay. As long as I look okay. As long as I don't, sometimes I feel like, damn. But then I feel like y'all don't be caring like what I look like. Y'all are just here for me, no, regardless of my looks. And thank you for the hearts. Okay, so look. Oh, did I do it? Did I do it? Ah, yes, I did it. I've been trying to figure out this heart thing, but I think it helps having nails, like long nails, and doing the little heart symbol. But, anyways, I was thinking, like, what haven't I said? And so I wanted to kind of reel back on in and go dive a little bit deeper on phone sex and how you get started, and is it for you? Should you get started milking these calls, and how important that is? Because, I feel like, hi, welcome. I feel like when people think about being a PSO, okay, we gotta talk about HTML. You do want to know basic coding, and I will say this: if Paisley can learn basic coding, anybody can. Anybody can do this. Like, I know the basics, and if I can do it, y'all can, because that is not my specialty at all. Mm-mm-mm. But anyways, I wanted to talk about, because I think I jump right into listings or right into like what you should do, but we've never talked about like the very, 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 very beginning. So, with that being said, I'm going to give it a few minutes, because usually around like the 8-minute mark, I start having more people come in, and I just want to not have to repeat the things or go back. If you guys have any questions or comments, concerns, let me know. Just comment below. Give me a thumbs up, because it's 5 of y'all on here, and ain't one of y'all motherfuckers gave you a thumbs up yet. And show me some love. Like, let me know this is a good topic. Let me know, like, you're here, you're down, you want to listen. But all right. Uh, so we're talking about, you're browsing the Night Flirt platform, because I wanted to talk about different phone sex companies. So I think about this. So you're working your regular 9 to 5 job, or you're just like not in this world, or maybe you are an adult worker and you're just like, phone sex. I could do phone sex. Like, I feel like we come from different places, but you all kind of have this mindset. And one thing I have noticed is, whether you're coming from a vanilla job or you're already a sex worker that have never been, like, that has never done phone sex, you have this idea of what you think it is. And I'm here to tell you, it is not what you think it is. Because when I got started, I was like, I'm gonna have to be on there moaning and talking super sexy and just being this fake persona. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just sexy naturally. Like, I don't try to be sexy. And when I feel like when you're on there and you're trying so hard to be sexy, it's just like unnatural. Like, who wants to come to that? So, oh, don't retract messages. No. Don't retract them before I can see them. Okay. But anyways, so back to what I was saying. So I feel like we just have these different concepts, and this is things that I guess I don't talk about in my consultations. I've never really talked about it on here, and I feel like it just is time to talk about it. I just always feel like Well, there's other people that say these things, or y'all can do y'all's research, but I know some of y'all just come to me for all the phone sex games, so I figured we might as well talk about it. So, when you're first getting started, you might Google like phone sex companies. Like maybe you don't even have no clue, like night flirt, you don't know any of this. I'm talking about you are brand spanking new. Um So Talk to Me is not a bad company to work for. I've never worked for them. You have to have like 300 minutes before you're official on the site or something. I don't know, don't quote me, but it's like it's just a little different. If you're just getting started, I will say this. Let me just say this first. I think that everyone that's doing phone sex should start on Night Flirt. I think Night Flirt is like number one in the game when it comes to phone sex. And if you can master Night Flirt, you can pretty much do any of them. And honestly, if you start with Night Flirt and you do what you're doing, you shouldn't have to go anywhere else. So I started, I'm gonna give y'all my backstory. They have great support. Yes, they have great support. They have great support, but be careful because there's a lot of Night Flirt Karens. Like out of all the sex work platforms that I'm on, that's the like cattiest, bitchiest girls. But that's a story. That's a story for another time. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so backstory. So I just was Googling phone sex companies. I had no clue where to start because this is at a time like imagine this. Paisley didn't have no sex work friends. Like I was just at a point where it was just like me and I'm trying to figure out what to do. And so I had to like research everything myself. It was nobody I could like ask for advice at this time yet. This is like early on 2019. Oh, yes, come on my show. And so I Googled places. Okay, good. Yes. I figured like whoever this resonates with and whoever needs to hear this will want to hear it today. And so it must have got on my mind for a reason. Um okay, so you're just starting looking. So I was Googling phone sex companies and I came across, I'm gonna say it, but please, guys, please don't. This is a shitty company. Like, and this is opinions of myself from personal experiences. So do as you want. Phone stars, because first off, the support to get in touch with someone if you have questions is so like weird. It's just very weird how they operate. And then it's like you can't like I can't tell the people that I'm Paisley. And you have to be a different character each and every time. And one, that's just too much. Like I need to get on there as Paisley or I can't be something I'm not. And I'm not trying to have a job where I have to be something I'm not. And you have to have too many different personas. Yes. And I had to remember all this stuff. And you didn't know how much you got paid until you got your paycheck. Like, I really took a risk with that one, you guys. I worked for this company. I didn't know how much I was making until I got paid. Like, how ridiculous does that sound? How ridiculous is that? Like, you literally, because they gave you a skill and you had to like if most of your calls were like a longer than 10 minutes and you kept them engagement good or like I don't know, you would get more money, but it was very shitty. It was so shitty. And so I had the nastiest and then there's no way to tell like who these guys are. You can't build repeat customers. You can't like give them your social medias or any of that. And so you have to keep them there and forget okay, the bad part is like that was the worst of the worst of it, like the nastiest creeps on the planet. Must call them. But wasn't oh, the bad part about all this is that damn, I lost my train of thought. You have to call the 1-800 number and you have to leave your phone on. So if you're working and you have to put it in 6-hour shifts. So you'd have to dial the number and press your little login code and then just leave your phone on. So like you literally couldn't even be on your phone to do um anything else. You couldn't do anything else. Nothing. Like no social media shouts, no watching TV in the background, no nothing. And I just hated it. Yeah, and then not knowing what I made till I made it. It was wild, but I didn't know no better. Like, I didn't know any better. And then I started doing more research, and then I came across Night Flirt. And October of 2019, I started Night Flirt. So early 2019, I was with Foam Stars for like, I did, oh God. I did this for like 6 months. But also, one thing I liked about it, I guess the only thing that made me keep going because I thought it was pretty cool was although they didn't pay you a lot, you got like these gift cards for places. So like you would every call you would equivalent so much money, and then like I don't know if it's at the end of the week or the month or whatever, or whenever you have the amount of money, you can go cash it in for like gift cards. So like I would always just choose their Walmart gift card, honestly, but they had gift cards to like all kinds of places. Um, so that was weird. But I mean, I don't regret experiencing it because I did learn a lot from it. Oh my gosh, so the road to 10K, like I want to talk about that, but not today. I definitely want to get into that and getting to our goals, getting back on track in quarter two, just staying on top of our shit. But today, we can't even get that far. Like I'm here, I want to talk to like super newbies from the beginning. So anyways, Night Flirt. And I was like, okay, let me sign up for here. By this point, though, guys, I did skip a step. This is coming from someone who was already in sex work. Let me back it up. So let's talk to those who are like working 9 to 5 jobs. You want to come up with a whole name. I don't think I ever really say this, but please do not use your real name. Do not use variations of your real name. Like, no, no, no. That is all wrong. So find a name and then have an actual name, not some like juicy ass 25. Like, like have hi, welcome. But yeah, have like a real name. So pick a name and then do not when you're signing up for these sex work platforms, do not use your email that is attached to what you were already using in your personal life. For instance, I have like my real name attached to an email, and I've been using that email for, whatever, before I was a sex worker. I'm not going to use that email to sign up for like Night Flirt or OnlyFans or whatever the case is, because, I just never wanted to get, maybe, I don't know if you can make that work if you make Joanna Man work for you. But no, seriously though, find like a good name, and not a common name. Let's backtrack a little bit. Because I feel like I'm going too fast, and I've said a lot in this 14 minutes, and it's like, whew. But I just wanted to get it out for you guys. Don't choose a common name. Like when I looked up the name Paisley, I looked up I Googled it. So I Google like Paisley porn star, Paisley stripper, Paisley this, like, and then just type in Paisley and just to see like how many were out there. First off, I ran across one stripper named Paisley, which we happen to be from the same city. Shout out to her. I don't really know what happened to her. Maybe she got out of the game. Who knows? But No one has spelled it the way I did. And so I like that. Um Goddess Pixie. But if you choose like very common names, you're just gonna it's not when I say this to say when you get further along in your career and people are Googling you, like I'm the only Paisley that pops up. So if you type Paisley Hayes, you're not gonna see nothing else but like the stuff that I do on Google. And so I don't know. I always thought about that from the very beginning. Moving on, create a new email with your stage name and let's sign up for the sites. So you go to nightflirt.com or wherever you go and you sign up. It's going to ask you, it's like you're working a job, guys. Like, stop being all scared to put your information. Like, this is the cringy part, what y'all do to me. Don't come to me talk about you want to do this stuff and then you get all caught up because they're asking you for your address or um your information because this is a real job. You have to put that in. You're going to have to pay taxes on it and stuff. So please don't get caught up on that part. I guess that's why I never wanted to talk about it because I just want to move past those people that get stuck right there. This is a real job. You're going to have to pay taxes. You got to put in your real information. Nothing's going to happen. Moving along. So you sign up for the site and now you're in it and now you're just like, what do I do? So one thing I want to tell you guys for those that are just into sex work or thinking about getting into it is that when you sign up on platforms, there's nobody that holds your hand. So when you go work at, I don't know, an oil and gas company, you're working in an office building and you go in for your first day, there's somebody that trains you, right? Or you work for Whataburger or whatever the case is. There's somebody that trains you. Well, there's nobody that trains you on these things. And so the first mistake that when people get to this point is you haven't done enough research, is what I'm trying to say. So make sure that before you really start fidgeting with the site, I don't know what other word to call it, like looking around, do your research. Everybody's worried about the HTML. Okay, I'm sorry. We got to get to that point because I feel like another mistake is everybody gets too hung up on the HTML. I do feel like yes, you do need to know basic coding and stuff, but I'm gonna say this: I was on Night Flirts a couple of years without having HTML, and I was still making pretty good money. So with that being said, it does make your page look a lot nicer, but let's not get caught up on that. First, before you got HTML, do you have goodies? Because we haven't even got to that point. And before you start doing HTML, you need to have goodies in there. So if y'all got your goodies all in there and y'all ready to go, then yeah, boom, you're probably ready for that. Do you have an audio sample in your goodies? That's something that are okay, it's not a necessity, but it's best practices before you do HTML to have goodies. Okay, good. You got hella goodies. Awesome. Do we got an audio sample goodie? Is that one of them? Because I think if you're able to plug an audio sample on your HTML where they can hear your voice before they call you and you can really give a nice, good example of how you sound, that attracts customers. Now, that's something that when I did finally do HTML and I had that on there, it really helped me bring in more customers. Okay, yes. So take some notes and what you may need to add to your homework. But yes, goodies. Okay, so I think this is a good time to say I was just waiting until some more people got on here. So if you're listening to this live, not if you're watching it on the replay, but if you're listening now, I'm taking $50 off consultations. So because I always like the people that's on here watching my lives and supporting my lives. So I feel like, hey, if you on here supporting, Let me throw out a gem. Bless the one time sold, $50 off if you guys want one. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, please watch my videos, rewatch my videos, like my videos, add comments, give me some engagement. And if you can't do none of that, if you can't do any of that, the one thing you must do is go engage with my community board. I'm trying to build a fucking community, you guys. We're gonna be a damn community whether you like it or not. So go over there and comment on the community board and engage with it. Like it. Vote in my polls. Like, let me know what you like to hear. Yay! Share my community board, share my channel. If you tag me like on Instagram and stuff, I'll reshare you, or Twitter or whatever. I'll reshare it. Okay. So I appreciate that. Now let's get back to what we were talking about. You're just getting started. So let's stick with Night Flirt. But I don't want to make it seem like Night Flirt's the only site. So I do want to give a brief introduction of the other platform. So I want to speak to those people that are already sex workers. If you're already an adult performer and you already like have a name for yourself, you're established, I would say sign up for Sex Panther. Not everybody cannot sign up for Sex Panther. You must be established. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't know all of the qualifications and stuff for you to get on Sex Panther, because I signed up for Sex Panther when I first started. Actually, I don't say this because it's embarrassing that I would say this and I never use it until 2022. But in 2018, when I signed up for Chatterbait, Sex Panther was the very next site that I signed up for. And I just never did anything with it. But I say this to say, when I signed up for Sex Panther, you didn't have to be established already. Somewhere along the lines they changed it, and you have to like have a name for yourself. So you have to have a following on Twitter or Instagram or on Chatterbait or on OnlyFans. Like you have to have some sort of a following somewhere. If you do sign up for Sex Panther, one thing I like about Sex Panther is not as confusing as Night Flirt. It's still as lucrative, and it's looked at. Sex Panther is looked at as like, I feel like the guys that go there know that they're coming for like their favorite cam model or their favorite content creator, their porn star. Like they know they're coming for an adult worker, and that's mostly who they're going to be talking to. On sites like Talk to Me and Night Flirt, I feel like these are guys that don't give a fuck if you're a porn star or a cam girl or whatever. Like they like the average, regular chick. So, anyways, so choose your site, choose what's best fitting to you, I would say. But I want to talk about Night Flirt because that's mostly what people are on. Consultations, if you sign up under my Sex Panther link, consultations are free. I don't know. I don't know. I can send you my link, and if you sign up and you get approved, you get a free consultation. Or just an hour of my time to talk and ask whatever questions. Okay, so Night Flirt. You get on there and you got to sign up for listings. So, what is a listing? Why do I have to do that? Because one thing I don't like, I don't think I elaborated. These sites don't really have people on there telling you how to do stuff. So, you'll get on there not knowing how to do something, when in fact, if you just did proper research before you got started, you would make money faster, and you wouldn't be hitting me up and saying, well, damn, I've been on Night Flirt a week and I haven't got a phone call. And this, like, come on, let's do our research first so we can actually make money your first day. There's no fucking reason that you shouldn't get on Night Flirt your first day and make something. Like, you can't tell me that. Like, so if you got on there and you didn't make nothing, Obviously, you didn't do enough research. Moving along. What a listing is how the guys find you on Night Flirt. So, for instance, they call the 1-800 number. They're going through all the girls' listings to listen to all the greetings and pick out which girl's voice they want. Or they go to nightflirt.com and scroll through the catalog of girls that create listings and see their pictures and all that kinds of stuff. So that's what a listing is. Obviously, you should see the importance of it because that's how you get phone calls. I made videos. I don't want to talk about that here, and plus, I really didn't want to do this longer than 30 minutes. So right now, I'm just wrapping that up. But right now, can y'all type any questions, comments, or concerns you may have in the chat because ain't nobody send me no money for no hot tea, no coffee, no nothing. Usually I'm on here, y'all be sending me something so I can protect my throat, but I'm gonna have to cut it short if y'all can't help me out. Anyways, so questions down in the chat box. Hi, welcome number 8. Make your listings. I made videos on listings. I can't stress this enough. I made a fuck ton of night videos about listings. Before you get a consultation with me, I feel like a lot of the time in my consultations, we spend so much time talking about listings, and I don't mind helping you guys, but I feel like it would be better for y'all to have a couple listings made before we get on the call. Because it just leaves room where we don't have to spend so much time so focused on listings. Plus, I made a shit ton of videos. Please go watch them. So listings, tip menu. I made videos on tip menu. Why do you need a tip menu? What is a tip menu? How can you make your tip menu? What do I have on my tip menu? How do you price your tip menu? Please have a tip menu. Create content that you can put in your goodies. So some of you don't show your face. Some of you don't even show yourself at all, but you still want to have goodies. So that's why I made videos on the types of goodies you can have on Night Flirt. I'm gonna say it real quick, but PDFs, audios, pictures, videos is what you can sell on your goodies on Night Flirt. So have that. And dang, I lost my train of thoughts. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, so by the way, I'm in Vegas right now. I mean, I probably should have said this in the beginning, but they're probably just kicking in, so I'm probably in a little bit. But look, you guys, I got to try some edibles. Which got me pumped up to come on here and talk to you guys, but at the same time, so I done said a lot in 30 minutes. What else? Follow me. Paisley will help on Twitter. Paisley will help on Instagram. And check me out. And stop adding me on Snapchat. Snapchat is for my perverts. I do not want to see none of y'all. I don't want to see none of my friends. I don't want to see none of y'all. I don't want to see nobody on Snapchat. Don't add me there. I'm back on Telegram. I'm back there. So sorry guys. I wasn't on Telegram for a while, so I didn't respond to the message promptly. And stop messaging my ordained minister page asking me about this. That's weird to me. Keep my ordained minister page out of this. If you know, I'm not saying it, but just stay off of there. Because I got on there the other day and I'm just like, why do I have 20 people asking me about YouTube stuff or commenting? And I'm just like, guys, my ordained minister is not my sex work stuff. So keep it separate. And no comments, no questions, no concerns. Y'all got 10 seconds to drop something, or I'm out. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for watching this on the replay if you see it then. And toodles.